What's up everybody, I'm HoopsandHipHop. So something in Pokemon X and Y that seems to be overlooked is that the player character, either Calem or Serena, is not actually from Kalos. So where are they from then? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today, and I have MysticUmbreon here with me to help me discuss it.
What is going on? I am MysticUmbreon, and like Hoop said, we're going to try and uncover the secret of where Calem and Serena are actually from. That's not all we will be discussing though, because over on my channel, we will be talking about why Rhydon can learn Surf. So be sure to head over there after we're done. And without further ado, let's get into the theory.
So the main reason why Calem and Serena not being from Kalos is overlooked is because it's not really mentioned that much. In Ruby and Sapphire, it was pretty much forced into our minds that we were the new kids on the block, because at the beginning of the game, we were stuffed in the back of a moving truck. Seriously though, maybe after this video, we should make a theory about how Brendan and May's mom is a terrible parent. She stuck her kid in a moving truck. Theory confirmed. Okay, never mind.
In X and Y, however, it isn't like this at all. Your mom briefly mentions that you just moved in at the beginning of the game, and there is also an NPC at the Lumios Art Museum that says they can tell you're not from Kalos. Aside from that, however, there's pretty much nothing, so it's very easy to forget this small yet interesting detail.
So now that we've established everything, let's start digging, shall we? There are basically no major details about your family in X and Y other than the fact that the player's mom was once a Rhyhorn racer. However, we can actually uncover a lot from that, because aside from Kalos, since you just moved there, Rhyhorn are found natively in only two regions, Kanto and Sinnoh.
In Kanto, they can be found in the Safari Zone and Cerulean Cave via Yellow version. In Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they can only be found on Victory Road, which is actually in Kanto anyways. In Hoenn, they can only be found in the Safari Zone, and before you say that they are found in the Safari Zone in Kanto as well, they are also found in other places throughout Kanto that I just mentioned. And Kanto is literally Rhyhorn's native region. Plus, given that Hoenn is a tropical island area, it's very likely that the Rhyhorn were imported in for the purpose of the Safari Zone.
In Platinum, you can find Rhyhorn at Route 214 and Victory Road, and in all the Gen 4 games, you can find him at Route 227 and Stark Mountain in the post-game. Rhyhorn cannot be found in any of the Unova games at all, except for in White version in the White Forest, which doesn't really count because 1, it's a post-game area where Pokemon from other regions are normally found, just for the purpose of helping you fill the National Pokedex. 2, despite being in the Unova region, White Forest is an area exclusive to White version, so it's hard to say what's native there when you can't even go there in Black version. And 3, the Pokemon there are all found under super unusual circumstances. For example, Rhyhorn can only be found while an NPC named Shane is present. It can also only be found at level 5, which is strange since it's a post-game area, and these Pokemon cannot be avoided with repels like regular Pokemon. So I think it's safe to say that they are not native to Unova.
So now that we've narrowed it down, we just have to find a connection between the player and one of these two regions. Well, at the beginning of X and Y, either Calem or Serena, depending on which one you choose, will say how they are surprised that Professor Sycamore already knows you. And you know what? I am too. You literally just moved to the region and you're only a kid, so he could really only know you if he knew you from before you came to Kalos. Finally, if you speak to one of the assistants in Sycamore's lab, he will tell you that Sycamore learned a lot from Professor Rowan in Sinnoh, meaning that Professor Sycamore knew the player character while they were living in Sinnoh, and while he was studying under Rowan, and that is where the player's mom participated in Rhyhorn racing.
But hey, that's just a theory. Let us know your thoughts about this theory in the comments below. And speaking of Rhyhorn, why the heck can its evolved form Rhydon learn Surf when it's weak to water-type moves? Well, Mystic and I have come up with a theory over on his channel that might just explain this weird fact, so come follow us over to his channel by clicking the annotation on screen. I'll see you guys there, and until next time, I'll smell you guys later.